I am the self-help hacker, and I'm questioning how in the world can I make it this far into the series without addressing this. This is a fundamental concept that we all need to absorb as our truth. So here it is. And you've probably heard this before, that the need to be accepted often makes you invisible, like a ghost. And similarly, you've probably heard how so many people trying to fit in, well, the real solution is that they need to stand out. So it's quite a paradox. And obviously, and I know I like to reference this, but it's always fun for me. Instead of us recognizing the truth that society judges us by our kindness, our confidence, our ability to help others and make them feel special, despite all of that, people still keep doing this, don't they? Okay, I'm not as good as that person or that person. Oh, I'm definitely better than that person and that person. Oh, and definitely that person. Man, anybody's better than that person. Oh, but there's another person I'm not as good at. Okay, I better take another selfie. All right. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a fun caption there. And ultimately, what I'm really asking is, am I popular enough? Am I likable enough? Am I good looking enough? Am I funny enough? Am I important enough? That's what people are doing. They're asking society, do I matter? That's what they're asking society. And when you ask society, do I matter? The ultimate answer is no. If you ask society that, if you try to get society's response and trying to matter, you don't matter because you're just like everybody else, because you're not standing out. There's no product differentiation ultimately in you. You're like all the other people who are saying, do I matter? Do I matter? Do I matter? Do I matter? And it goes back to me being a kid in the 80s. I feel like there was like this campaign in the 80s in like cartoon shows where it was, you're special and you're special and you're special. Everybody's special. But by 5th grade, I was like, you know, I'm not good at math and science and stuff like that, but when it comes to logic, that just doesn't really make sense. So everybody's special, so I guess I'm not special. Well, so in part, yeah, there's some truth in that. If everybody's special, then no one's really special, unless they're doing the thing that actually makes them special. But I think it's a matter of knowing what your specialty is and not begging for attention from it. Because if you're really doing the thing that you're good at and you're making it about other people and not yourself, people notice that. People are more likely to notice a person who's not saying, look at me. Instead, people are more likely to notice the person who's saying, look at you. It's true. If you use your time, energy, and talents on helping other people, even if it's to talk to them and start a conversation with somebody that other people aren't paying attention to, that's how you're actually becoming more liked. That's how you're being seen. That's how you're less likely to be a ghost in society. Just imagine the irony of that. Imagine the irony that the norm is, do I matter? Look at me. Instead, the reality is, don't look at me, I'm looking at you. I'm here for you. And that actually makes you stand out. Instead of, because if everybody's got their phone in their hair, if everyone's got their phone in their hand, look at me, do I matter? I want to fit in, please. What if you like, I don't need the phone to matter. I can have my real life and I can help people in real life. I don't care if I'm popular. I'm just here to help other people. We want to matter. We don't want to be ghosts. But we matter by helping other people matter. That's how we matter. Other than that, it's just a popularity contest that means nothing. Like, it's funny because I've been out of high school for almost 21 years now. And who was popular in high school? You know that doesn't matter at all now, right? Like, that means absolutely nothing other than a memory. I'm like, oh yeah, those are the cool popular kids in high school. But even they know that now, that yeah, we're all almost 40 and none of that matters. So course, and that's really one of the themes of this channel. I'm here to help adults of any age distance their thinking from childhood, from junior high, from high school, and instead we're judged on a different level now. But ultimately, some people are still stuck in that, look at me because I want to matter. Do I matter? But the moment you start realizing you matter because you positively help other people, that's really how you actually matter. Other than that, you're that much more of a flame that can just flicker out. I mean, I can think of cool rock bands from when I was in high school, and boy, are they cool. Are they now? For the most part, no. Like, who are they? Like, if I were to say, let me try to think of a band that was really cool in the 90s that like younger people would maybe say, oh yeah, I've heard of them. Here we go. Smashing Pumpkins. Awesome band. If you were in high school in the late 90s, awesome band. And if you're, say, 23 now, oh yeah, I've heard of them. What's that? There's that one song. That's all they are. They're not... They can never be as cool as they were in 1995 when I was in high school. But they were cool. But the coolness faded. Now they're in their 50s and we look back to what they used to do, and that's cool. But it's funny, being cool is a temporary thing. Actually mattering to other people's lives, well, that can actually last a lifetime and a lifetime. It's okay to laugh at me. And that's part of the life experience, is being able to laugh at yourself, because being funny matters. It really does matter. It's like, it's on Lost, and I think how they had to like punch in all the numbers, like, you know, like Desmond was doing all that. It's like, does this even matter? And it turns out it did matter. But does laughter matter? Absolutely. Like, there's so many different ways you can make people laugh. Sometimes just having a conversation with somebody leads to laughing, even if you're making fun of yourself for stuttering or whatever you did. So there you go. Your comments belong right here.